Hey guys, it's Mathil here once again, and today we're gonna take a look at Elementalist Sweeper, currently in level 90. Sorry, I can't do that. Mathil is too sexy for me. I'm just okay. I'm cooming already.
Whoa there, Roach.
Anyway, so this is the Voidforge Elementalist Sweeper, currently level 95. Why do I want to make it Elementalist? The overall changes to Elementalist. The biggest change of all this new stuff. Actually, they are not the biggest change. The biggest change is this node. So the third line read as summon golems are resummoned 4 seconds after being killed. This is the biggest reason why Elementalist sucks in the past, is that your golems are gonna die in the endgame. There's no way of preventing that, especially when you're doing some endgame content like Elder, Shapers, and even previously when I was playing in Delirium, like when you're doing the simulacrum fight, the golem just would not last. So what ends up being is that Elementalist, when all the golems are there, Elementalist is super strong because you get everything out of it. You get attack speed, get fist reduction, you get increased damage. But the thing is, you need to have them on board for them to survive, but they just cannot survive. So now that there is a note that they're just gonna be automatically summoned after 4 seconds after they're being killed, so they're just gonna be up at all time. So this is great changes. Also, there's also this primal ages, which is so it essentially gives you 3,000 life, as you can see in this notable here, the icon. 32,000 life for elemental damage, which is essentially 50% more life for elemental damage, which is insane. And I can use Taste of Haste to even boost my physical mitigation further with this buffer. So it's just so good. I try to not, spec into this because I hate this bubble. I don't know why it's there. I hate MTX effect that just falls onto your character, but it is there. So I try, turn that off and then spec into convergence for even more areas and damage or better clear speed. But in tier 16 map and higher endgame content, you just kind of want the extra buffer because there's so much one shot in this game. You just want it. So that's why I'm going for Elementalist. I mean, Slayer probably is a better Voidforge build for Sweeper because of 8% base crit and all those leech survivability, but I'm going with Elementalist because I just love the way Witches hold his sword. It's so anime looking, especially with this MTX. I'm basically female Cloud, or Cloud in general, because Cloud don't like female, I guess. Anyway, let's go over the build. So of course there's Voidforge. You don't necessarily need a 6 link for Voidforge. I'm just putting Leap Slam, an Ancestral War Chief linked to Fortify, Blood Magic, and faster attack. And that's it. And this one, it's just a flat spot for me to, level some random crap that I don't need. Beasts, of course, is a huge damage increase. It's just like 20% of your total DPS. So you can't go with a rare helm with accuracy and maybe get a warlord base and get some global multiplier, but it's just not going to be the same as, there's like two very important things. So 40 to 60 fist damage to attacks. So in case you are not familiar with Voidforge, there's a line where it's at gain 300% of weapon physical damage as extra damage of a random element. So it's essentially this is tripled when you're adding a flat fist onto your weapon, because you gain an extra 300% from those flat fists. So this is basically a 120 to 180 fist attack added to this weapon, which is basically a second weapon at this point. So this is great. And then there's also that melee critical multiplier, so it's just too much damage to give up. I'm gonna be using all 3 endurance charge because of this helm enchant that I'm just practically have endurance charge at all time. So it's gonna just standing right here just with the golems up, it's already 61%, and then prop my fast up, and then with the endurance charge it's gonna be capped at 90% at all times. So it's a big deal, but not as big of a deal as some other character. So I'll take the damage. It's soft core anyway. And then I'm using Thoroughfares. It's just because I never used this unique checks before, and it gives some very nice bonus, which essentially gives you frenzy charge and power charge at all time. So that's really great. And I also get the enchant to get even a bit more alive than that, because 95 is great, but I'm using so many other unique like this one, Primordial Chain, which is so much buff. It gives you +3 to maximum number summon golems, and also an extra one because of Primordial, and because of the tree I'm using 3 Primordial Jewel. So with Anima Stone, it gives me another golem that gives you a lot of buffs. So this gives me a lot of physical mitigation, damage, accuracy, crit chance. It's too good to pass up on this. So you could go with a GG Bureau tier rare with high life accuracy multiplier, but I just feel like this is still a better option because it gives you a much needed added physical damage reduction, which a good hammer just doesn't do that. And then also I'm using a Circle of Guild. It's just very nice to have. I was using Mark of the Elder for the longest time, I think up until level 86, 87. And then I realized that Circle of Guilds is so cheap this league. I don't know why it's so cheap, but this one is really good, right? It's got the 3 implicit. All 3 are good. I mean, the cold damage is but the global accuracy rating and also the global critical strike multiplier is insanely good. And how much does this cost, you ask? Is 30 chaos. It's just 30 chaos. It's basically the best in the slots on this, slot. Because it gives you also another 4% of additional physical damage reduction, and I'm using Herald of Purity already, so it's 3 buffs. And then, increased buff effect is always good. And some armor is also nice, so this is just too good. And then I crafted this insane ring. You don't have to have this good of a ring, you just, really looking for assassin mark on hit. But I harvest crafted this very smoothly. I use cast and modifier harvest craft, and then I roll into this 2 mod, and also the 12 dex is pretty but I guess it's fine to have because I kind of need the dexterity, but 12 dex is a little bit low, but there's no way of me fixing that, and I don't think I can get better steel ring than this one. And then I hold suffix and reroll prefix, and then I got the elemental damage with attack, which is really good roll. I got very lucky with that. And then I used another harvest craft to augment a physical modifier. I got a physical leech as mana in the first go, and then I removed fist, add fist, and then I hit tier 2 at the fist, so it was also very lucky. And probably the next step would be remove life, add life, and then looking for, tier 1, tier 2 life modifier, but I don't think I'm gonna touch this ring anytime soon. It's just too good to pass up. Basically this ring is probably like 30-40 XL, so in case you don't know about all this physical damage to elements conversion, because Voidforge deals no non-elemental damage. So other than the 300% gain from the weapon, the original 100% is lost if you don't convert them into some other elements. So to recoup that physical damage as damage sources, you want to convert all those physical damage into an element damage, whichever you prefer actually. So I just got this tempo gloves, and then slam a crusader in it, so there's gonna be physical to cold, and then 25 physical to fire, so that's 50% of the physical conversion. And then from the new Trinity gem, if you get the divergent variant, you get another 10% physical to a random element because of the quality changes. And also I got these 2 nodes on the tree, which converts another 40% of the physical damage as fire damage. So basically I recoup all of the lost damage in the Voidforge into a random element. So it's pretty essential for your damage because essentially, a quarter of your weapon damage from these conversions. So there's that, and then there's a really nice Stygian belt with aspect of the cats crafted, so I can utilize my feral fur. And then this god tier 2-tone boots I bought for I think 23 XOs. You don't need that. You probably just want to have tailwind, but I have the extra cash, so I go for also the elusive. And also the resistances and life is very good on this boot, so it's basically the boot that you're gonna use throughout your entire league. It's expensive, yes, but it's probably the last boost that you would need. So just spend the cash. You don't gain anything if you put your currency in your stash tab other than looking good. So that's the whole build. And then for flask, I'm using Lance Raw for melee fist damage. Diamond flask, because the crit chance is only 5% base crit, so really need that diamond flask to get your crits up. In the swallow, you can swap out for any kind of utility flask you want to use. You can swap out for Quicksilver, it's fine. And then I'd use Taste of Hate for extra mitigation and also some amount of gain, 19% physical gain and extra cold damage, which is pretty nice. So that's the whole build. I've been so far into the Atlas, I've never been before. I'm at Awakening 6 right now. It's crazy. The farthest I've ever gotten, I think, was level 3, level 4. Didn't even get to fight Cyrus. Yeah, this build is it's just cool, man. It's just cool. Let's go. Okay, first time, Elder. Let's go. Whoa. You're not gonna do a monologue? Okay. What the? What are you doing? Why am I slow? Why am I so slow? What the heck? Why am I getting frozen? Wait, is he almost dead? What is this? What is going on? What is going on? What's that? Wait, Maven is watching the fight. Can I fight that? What the? What is going on? Okay. Okay. Wait, would I fight that in four-way battle? I think so. Holy shit, the damage is insane. Oh, okay. Is it almost over? I feel like it's almost over. What are you doing? What? Okay. I guess. I'm so confused. Am I just supposed to keep destroying the portal? Or am I supposed to do something with Elder? Is it over yet? Hello? Oh, there's more portals now, so maybe I'm doing the right thing. I think so. I'm not even pressing my flask because my damage is so high. Usually I press all my flasks for, you know, more damage. Damn, man, my damage is so good. Okay. I'm not complaining. It's just kind of insane. Didn't expect that. Is there gonna be some sort of... What the hell? I guess I'm DPSing now. Is it over? Is zero life? Okay.
This is exquisite.
Is it over?
So that was the Elder.
Resident sleeper. Hey. It's not my fault that I built a good build. Just, big brain. It's time. Let's go. 10 bosses. Here we go. I don't know if I can do this, man, but might as well gonna try. I don't think it's gonna be too difficult because those 3 mods is essentially not a mod at all. So it's essentially a white 10-way bosses, but still kind of worried, Oh god, so I essentially got all the egg bosses in this room. Shit, I don't know. It's very worrying. Alright, let's go. Stop stalling. Let's go.
Hurry. Oh, same as always.
I'm gonna kill this first.
The void imbued.
Come. Get that. Wait, so easy. What the heck? Alright, 2 bosses down. Wait, don't they... What? That's... Wait, what?
Another challenger.
They used to spawn, like, immediately, one after the other.
Time's atrophy.
Oh god.
That was glorious. Gift for murdering all.
What?
Another round soon.
Wait, I thought I'm gonna get 1 shot. What the hell? Okay, so the last time I went into the... Maybe I just guessed some very nasty mod. I remember the last time I did this, the first time, this is the second time. The first time I did this was, I get 1 shot. I jump into the map, and then I got 1 shot. I don't know why, and they all spawn immediately, not in sequence, so... That was a bit... weird. Because only 2 spawn in the first go, and then I completely annihilated them, and then the other spawn, like...